Hello everyone and welcome to my next adventure. I'm out larking today in this lovely stream. We've got some nice clear water here, lovely day for it, and some nice bridges to sort of follow this up and around. So we're going to get going. We've got the sort of morning ahead of us, so we'll take it easy and I'll let you know when we've started to pull things out. So we were a little bit unsure when we first got in if there was going to be anything here because it's not obvious, it's not sort of jumping out at us like it has done in previous places. But on a bit of closer inspection there is stuff here. So you can see I found a few pieces of pottery, the nice bottom of an old jar, a nice bit of the blue and white pattern on it and a smaller chip there. So it is around, so we're going to stick with it for a little bit longer, head upstream I think, and see what else we can find. I'm just going to go up under the bridge now, see if there's anything there. I'll let you know. So first glass find of today, this little jar just resting on the riverbed. I can't see any sort of marks on it or anything. And we found a few of these, but you know, hopefully it's a sign that there are more bottles and things to come. So we'll keep looking. So I've just made it up under the bridge and this has absolutely given me the fright of my life. But alas, it is just a plastic Halloween mask. But it was just resting there in the rocks and I was just, well, you can imagine, can't you? I have spotted just behind it a little piece of blue and white, they look, to make up for it. That's nice, isn't it? A sweet little pattern on it. So yeah, pleased with that. I'm recovering from my shock. I was just wondering if that was pipe stem, but I think it's actually twig. There's a couple of nicer pieces, they look. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Love those. That's a good find. Take that one home. You can see another piece here. Oh, look. That's really lovely, isn't it? What's this? This looked like a rock originally, but actually it is ceramic and it's the bottom of some sort of jar or something, is it? Or was it a lid maybe? I don't know, it's got a really interesting shape to it. You can just see what used to be the sort of rim there. Many things on it. Actually that's quite nice, isn't it? I quite like that. Assume it hasn't got a pattern on it. Smaller pieces there. What's this one? That's a stone, I think. So there's a few things coming out, which is good. It's a pottery. Might head up a little bit further. I'll keep my eyes peeled and I'll bring you back shortly. So there is another bottle here. I've just come across this one. It's just got a pretty nice slim shape to it, a screw top. It's probably got a little bit of age to it. I can't see any names or marks on it at the moment, but I will give it a little clean up anyway. Quite like the shape of that one. Probably a sauce bottle, do you think? Let me know. It's better, isn't it? Yes, look, there it is. A little tiny piece of clay pipe stem. Add that to my collection. Just having a little look around to see if there's anything else sort of tiny. It's nice and clear, so it's good because you can really see the kind of smaller stuff, which is nice. Set up this way a little bit. Apologies if I sound like I've got a cold, it's a bit hay fevery. Lots of pollen out today, so. Little tiny piece. Bottom of a plate or something with the rim still there. It's quite rocky here, and the rocks always have shapes that make you think that they're sort of bottles or something. But no luck. Down this middle bit. We found some fantastic bottles yesterday. We were a bit spoilt actually on my last video, so if you haven't checked it out already, then do. There's some really good ones. And of course you always hope to find the same next time, don't you? But no such luck so far. That would probably be asking too much, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm going to head down a little bit further, I think, see if there's anything else that I can find, and I'll bring you back and let you know. Okay, let me just catch you up quickly on a few bits and pieces that I found. So this nice sort of finer piece with a bit of a handle left there, look. So just get out of the sun. This looks like the bottom of an old ceramic jar. Can't see any marks on the bottom. A little tiny square with just the hint, can you see that, of a shape on it? It looks like a tree or something. So that was a little treat. Another bottom of a plate there, just plain again. And the side of an old jar. We found quite a lot of these, especially broken. I think we've only actually had one complete one. So there are obviously things here moving down, so nothing sort of magnificent yet, or historically significant, but we're still finding bits and pieces, which is really nice. So I'm going to keep going, and I'll bring you back shortly. So I've had a couple more small finds. The bottom of another sort of plate, it looks like there. No pattern on that, unfortunately. And this also looks plain, but it has luckily just got the remnants of the maker's mark on the bottom there. And you can see it says Myrtle. That must have been the name of the collection, I guess. And I can't quite see that. Does it say sort of Grimswade or something? I can't quite see it here, but when I get it home, I will have a closer look and let you know. See if I can work out what that once was. Okay, so I think we found everything that we were going to find at our first spot, and we've hiked along a little bit further along to this bridge, and we're just going to go in down here. So again, it's nice and clear, pretty fast running. So we're going to head down and hope that we can find some more stuff. So here we are, some lovely soft running water, and the first thing that I can spot, fairly obvious pointing out at me, is this, a bottle. Fortunately it's a bit broken on the top. Not too bad. So hopefully that means that there are more bottles here, no names or anything on it. So we'll keep looking and see what else there is. Look, this is pottery, isn't it? Oh, it's buried. Oh, look. What is that? A lid of something, I suppose. Oh, it's got a name on it, look. What does it say? Vitrite? I'm not sure how I pronounce that. Made in England. Pountney, Bristol. Oh, wow. That's great. So that looks like the lid to me. Would it have been the bottom? Good stuff though, that's nice, isn't it, to add to the collection. So I'll do a little bit of research on Pountney. I think I've come across him actually as I was researching wine merchants. So I'll just go back to that and see what else I can find. But I'm really pleased with that one. So on my quest for pottery, I've just pulled this out, which I thought was just a stone, and maybe it still is, but it just has got a rim there that looks like it was meant to be like that. So let me know what you think. Is that something, or is it just nature's design? And I've spotted this. Oh look, it's just the top of an old, that's a cod bottle, isn't it? That's on my most wanted list. There's loads of broken glass. I've just been looking along the kind of the muddy bit along the edge, and there are loads of broken jars and bottles there, but nothing complete. Oh, I do wish that one was, because that would have been lovely, wouldn't it? So fingers crossed that there's more to come later on. So I'm just going to have a little dig around for sort of smaller things in the shallows, head out that way a little bit, and we'll see what we can find. So a couple more pieces that I found, a small piece of sort of plain pottery there, a tiny little piece of blue and white. I think I'm going to try and clean that up and see if I can get the colour out. And then this, which is potentially just another intriguing rock, and if it is then I'm sorry, but it just looks like it's got a shape to it, so maybe it used to be something, who knows. And look, a little spider. We find the bottom of many of these. Maybe just had one complete one a couple of weeks ago. Can't see anything on the bottom. There is, oh yeah, look, you can still just see the outskirts of the trademark there. It would have been there, the little lighthouse symbol. So I'm just going to keep going along the sort of the way that the water dips down here, and see what has come down along with it. And see if there's anything else interesting. Just been having a look under the bank here in this muddy bit, and I found this little bit of clay, which I think ceramic, which I think was the side of an old sort of ceramic bottle, which again is something that I want to find a complete one of. I've never quite got there yet. So let's head up a little bit further and see if there's anything else in this shallow bit. Piece. Bottom of a little plate or cup or something. No pattern, which is always a shame, isn't it? It's nice when you pick something out and turn it over and it's got a surprise pattern on it. This is one that Ryan found a second ago and he's left out for me. It's actually quite similar to the last one that we found. It's a bit broken just as we got in. With the screw top, I guess that was some sort of sauce bottle or something. Not sure that there's any marks or names on it, which is always a shame. It's a nice piece, isn't it? Nice rim of a jar or something. It's always hard when you've had a really good find one day to get back out again the next day, because you kind of expect to find the same standard of stuff, don't you? Never mind. Just digging for something that looks interesting, bear with me. Crikey. Not at all what I thought it was. In fact, I don't know what it is. I think it's just a massive spring, isn't it? Nowhere near as interesting as I had hoped. There we go. So I might head up under the bridge, see if there's anything. You never know under bridges, do you, whether you'll find cool stuff. So I'll try it out and I'll let you know. So I'm sure you spotted what I can see a tantalising bit of glass poking out, so I'm going to just go carefully in and see if it's complete. Like I said, we found lots of broken ones, so I might, have you got a spade? I might just dig it out carefully in case it is badly broken. It looks like a good one. That's at the top. I have to go by hand, I think. Oh, look at it. It's a great one. And it is in pretty good condition as well, actually. What's that blocked up with? Oh, look, it's got the marble in it. Ah, how exciting. I've always wanted to find one of these. I found a broken piece earlier. I wondered why I couldn't empty it out then, and it's still got the marble stopper in the top. That's fantastic. That is a definite one to add to my collection. Oh, look, it's got writing on it. To pay a bit more attention. What does it say? I think it says C Mockridge, and then at the bottom it says George Street, and then Bridgewater at the bottom. So fairly local. Sorry if you can't see that. I'm very excited. So yeah, try and clean that up a little bit. Look, you can still hear it. Isn't that wonderful? A little tinkle of that marble. So yeah, I'm over the moon with that. Another local one, and it's my first cod bottle, so great stuff. We can't empty it now. The marble's still in there. How do they drink out of it? Look at that. That's the beauty, isn't it? That's the find of the day, definitely. That looks better. There's another piece of pottery. Look, it's still got a little remainder of a handle on it. That's nice as well, isn't it? Nothing much sort of patterned here. That's obviously just the way it goes, isn't it? I keep thinking everything is glass now, but alas, it is not. Is that just a stick? It is. So I think that's probably it for the lark here. We've been here a good couple of hours actually. We started off at the first location and then moved along to here, and it's been a really lovely couple of hours. I didn't think that we'd found very much exciting until we just found, as you'll have seen there, oh look, it's just another bit of pottery, until you just saw there our first cod bottle find, which is in really great condition. It's local, it's everything that I would have wanted it to be, so that has absolutely made today for us. I think we're going to call it a day there. I'll take some photos and just show them at the end so you can see a quick roundup of what we found. And I will be out again shortly. So I'll bring you with me on my next adventure. Thank you so much for watching. Do check me out on Facebook or on Twitter if you want to. It's at Lucy Larking and Lucy's Larking Adventures on Facebook. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.